days I cover.
10:30 okay with you?
Yes, that's fine. It should give me enough time to hand him over to your mum. Lady Beatrice was more than happy to babysit her only grandchild, and would take over a lot more given half the chance. Megan was pleased to act as a tour guide. It gave her a break and an opportunity to socialise with the rest of the staff. She still missed her best friend Fionnuala terribly, though, which made her all the more excited for her pending wedding. It would be great to have Fionnuala back in Treweham for a short while.
Right, that's settled then. Opening times 10 o'clock Monday to Wednesday, 10:30 Thursday and Fridays.
He turned to a middle-aged lady sitting at the end of his desk.
All set to open next week, Mrs. P?
Yes, Lord Cavendish Blake. All the catering's been ordered and the tea shop rota's been drawn up.
Good.
Tobias then looked towards the two men sat opposite him.
Security and car park at the ready? Yes, sir. All the CCTV equipment has been serviced and the security and car park staff fully trained and updated.
Tobias nodded his head in approval.
Henry, you will as always be extra diligent during opening hours, particularly to the south wing.
He was referring to the set of private rooms allocated to himself and Megan. Now his son and heir would be there too, which meant upping safety measures. Megan took in the efficient, businesslike way Tobias conducted himself. He was well respected, yet still approachable, making him popular amongst all the staff at Treweham Hall. Not to mention easy on the eye, with his long dark hair, piercing green eyes and muscular build. Any wonder he'd been the subject of many a tabloid with his rakish good looks and devil-may-care past.
Right then, let's do it,
he said, cheerfully glancing round the room. Edward started to gurgle again, making everyone laugh. 2. Dermot O'Grady rubbed his hands together and surveyed the Templar. He'd arranged to have the pub thoroughly cleaned before proudly handing it over to the new owners. His eyes took in the freshly scrubbed stone floor, the large inglenook fire twinkling warmly, the rustic wooden tables with mismatched chairs, and the clean whitewashed lime walls. The lighting was subtle, creating a snug, intimate atmosphere. The Templar was a 16th century former coach inn, oozing with character, and had been home to Dermot and his daughter Fionnuala for over 20 years. Now it was to be someone else's home. On meeting the young couple, Dermot had recognised the same enthusiasm he had once felt whilst being shown round the pub. They, like him all those years ago, had instantly fallen in love with its history and charm. It was hard not to be enticed by its squeaky, uneven floorboards, old stone walls, beamed ceilings and open fires. A huge vase of fresh lilies stood on the bar next to a bucket of ice chilling a bottle of champagne ready to be opened in celebration. Stephen and Christie Newbury, the soon-to-be new owners, would be arriving any moment. Dermot couldn't help but feel a touch emotional about handing over the keys to his pub, but was at the same time glad it was in safe hands and not about to be taken over by a large brewery, which would no doubt rip out the heart and soul of the place. He'd witnessed firsthand how excited the Newburys appeared as they explored each room, discussing every nook and cranny of the place with eagerness. It felt right to be passing on the Templar to such young, vibrant people, ready to make a go of it. Dermot had agreed to sell the Templar on the condition it would still host his daughter's wedding, and he would oversee all the arrangements. The Newburys were more than happy to agree to this, glad of the opportunity to learn the ropes from his valued experience. And he too had a new chapter in his life to look forward to. His comfy little cottage stood invitingly, waiting for him to enjoy the autumn of his life. His retirement was well earned and past due. Being landlord of a pub was heavy, relentless work, and Dermot fully intended to embrace every minute of his retiring years. Besides, the Templar wasn't the same without Fionnuala. He was ready to move on. His thoughts were interrupted by a loud knock at the door. It was mid-morning and the pub wouldn't be opening until...